Hello, Michaelers. It's Pearl Jr. here. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing great and wonderful. Well, not a whole lot is going on in the Michael Jackson world, but of course, I found something to report on. Okay, this month, February, Prince had a birthday and BG had a birthday, so happy birthday to them. And then Paris, she performed somewhere in Aspen, and she talked about, remember Gabriel Glenn, her ex-boyfriend? She's had a few. And she really loved this guy. I mean, the goo-goo eyes that she gave him a few years ago, everybody saw them, right? And they were like a duet, and they were like making music together and everything. Well, she confessed that this jerk broke up with her on Valentine's Day. I mean, who breaks up with someone on the day of love unless you really wanted to hurt them? You know what I mean? Oh my God. So she said, I hope you guys like this song. And she said, because he won't. I mean, oh my God, right? So I don't know what song it is. The article also talked about a song called Yellowbird. And I remember the song Yellowbird, but I'm not sure that's the song because it wasn't clear in the article that I read. But God, for a guy to break up with you on Valentine's Day, dang. Yeah, that's a little rough, Paris. That's a little rough, right? All right. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, okay. I've decided that I will release A Prisoner of Fame and put it in book form, okay? It's going to be a script, but it's going to be in book form so you guys can read it. But the better news is Cecil has agreed, and I have agreed, that we're going to make A Prisoner of Fame into like a radio show where I hire real actors and I put in sound effects and music, because that's a lot cheaper than a movie, right? I can't produce a movie. But if I do it as a radio show where I hire the characters to voice the lines, and I'm going to videotape it as well, but the videotape is, I don't know if I'll release it as a videotape, but I will release it as a radio show. Like people acting like they used to do back in the day, and they used to do radio shows back in the day. And so I'm really excited about that. Now, when are we going to have the chance to do it? I don't know. But I know it's time to put out another product. I know it is. Okay. I probably saw this footage, but someone on Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 Forever Facebook group, I'm not going to play the music, but this is Michael's rehearsal footage from there. And he's rehearsing The Way You Make Me Feel in 1993. Okay, come on, play. I mean, my computer's so old. I know I could have used the new one on Facebook. I know I could have. I don't know why I didn't. It's just that all my files are here. That's why. So this was kind of cool that they released this, and it's probably been out there, and somebody's going to say, Pearl, you haven't seen it? I've seen it 1,000 times. Well, I haven't seen everything Michael's ever done. I've seen a lot, but not everything. Okay. But this is really super cute. Okay. And, he's doing, The Way You Make Me Feel, and he's rehearsing that. Okay. So that's cute. Okay, now for a little bit of news. Miki Howard, Brandon Howard's mother, the mother of supposedly Michael Jackson's only biological child. Okay. You guys know in Alive 4, if you want to know more about why I believe that Brandon's Michael's biological child, and I interviewed Brandon, and he's every bit Michael Jackson, and all the evidence that points, yep, he's Michael Jackson's first biological child and probably only biological child. To me, all that doesn't exist because he's not. All that doesn't exist just on coincidence. Plus, Mikki was there at the time, okay, that she got pregnant. She was in the Jacksons' world at that time. So, she also said she signed an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, which means you can't talk. You can't tell. I'm on live, see, so I hear you come in. Okay. That you can't tell this ever at all. Okay. So she was on this guy's show. His name is Storm Monroe. And he's pretty good. He has 204,000 subscribers. So he's pretty good. So he gets celebrities on, and he interviewed Miki Howard on February 17th this year, just a week ago. Okay. So I found, and I like to thank D-Boy Q for sending it to me. Thank you, on YouTube, and asked me if I've seen it. And we're going to listen to the part where he asks her if Michael Jackson, if she has Michael Jackson's son. Okay, so we're going to hear her. And an NDA means you can never tell. Okay, that's what an NDA means. You can never tell. That means non-disclosure. Keep your mouth shut. Don't admit it. I'm paying you money to keep your mouth shut, or you're going to owe me money. And it's one of those things. Okay, well, she said, I don't know the terms of the NDA. I don't know the terms of the NDA, but she did say she signed one. Why else are you signing it, Mikki? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so here we go. Here's the interview.
They just want it.
They just want it. Okay. Let me ask you this, Miss Howard. Why do people think you have a son with Michael Jackson?
That's what they want to do. No matter what I say, what I do, they still, yeah, yes it is. They send me bad emails and all kind of stuff, and they say bad things about my son, and they try to hurt my feelings, and I'm just like, listen, if y'all want to think whatever you want to think, on one end it's flattering. On another end, it's very hurtful to the Jackson family, to me, because they are so wonderful. They're wonderful to me. They're wonderful to my children. They've been wonderful to everybody that came across their path. I do not talk about those people. I only wish the best for them and the best for my son. And it's always better for me to leave that alone, because it never brings anything good, because it's just dumb.
Yeah.
And why would you want to know something about a 61-year-old woman? What would happen between my leg 30-something years ago? I don't remember even. What the hell? What are you talking about? That's so dumb. Why would you do that? That's embarrassing. And to people that you call your legend, you perpetuate garbage. And what would you do to my son if he was? What are you guys doing now?
Good point. Good point. People just love to put things on you. And like you can say all day, look, this ain't true about me, but if it sounds good, they want to believe it. So it's like, I'm going to let you believe it. Fine. Go for
it. Okay. So she never denied it. And the part that gets me is she said, what would you do to my son if he was? Okay, Brandon did an interview with Film On, and he said that someone in the Jackson family, when he was 7 years old, pulled him aside and told him that Michael was his father, right? And he said that he always felt protected, okay? Brandon has been, Mikki was there with the Jacksons. I have her in 1979 in a Joe Jackson's address book where Joe was her manager. She was going to see Joe, okay? She was in the log, okay? It's in Alive 4. Billy, because she loved Billie Holiday, okay? Jeans, because she probably wore the hell out some jeans. That's what I think, Michael, huh? Am I right, Mike? Billie Jeans? Because you refused to change that name, okay? She was a beauty queen, okay? The first line of Billie Jean, she was more like a beauty queen on a movie scene. The movie scene is because it rhymes with queen, but she was like a beauty queen. Miki Howard was a teenage beauty contestant. Okay, just saying. Okay, he's telling you who she is. Okay, she was there living at the house when she got pregnant. Okay, who they say is Brandon's father, who is not in Augie Johnson, who is not Brandon is not listed as Augie's son in the obituary. Is not listed, okay? And Augie died a few years ago, and he was in the group Side Effect, which Mikki was in, and she joined the group when she was 16, okay? Mikki is 3 years younger than Mike. No, she's 61. Michael is 63. No, Michael's 64. He was born 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Michael's 64, and she's 61, so she's 3 years younger, okay? The group Side Effect was Augie's group. Okay, so we can put them all together because Augie's on the back of the Off the Wall album as singing backup. Okay, Off the Wall album came out in 79. Okay, Brandon was born 1981. That's what, you know, his birthday's coming up. Okay, so she says, why are you worrying about a 61-year-old woman, okay, who she was having sex with 30 years ago? She off. It's 40 years. I know, girl, go fast. It go fast, but 40 years ago, okay? She says it's dumb, but she never said that it's not true. And even if she did say that it's not true, she said she signed an NDA, right? Now, when he said she was more like a beauty queen, right? She was like a beauty queen. I don't know if she won any of the contestants, so maybe that's why he said more like a beauty queen, because she was in the contest, but she didn't win. Maybe, maybe not. Okay? How is all that? And Brandon looks like Michael, sounds like Michael, has that soft little voice that Janet, LaToya, Michael have. You know, even Jackie's voice is real low. You know what I mean? They got that from Catherine. Okay? Not from Joe. They got that voice from Catherine. So, and Mikki has a deep voice. So somebody had to have that soft voice to kind of have Brandon have the same voice as Michael. Very similar. Very similar. Okay? He grew up in the Jackson family. She admits that they had a great relationship. She loves them. Okay, so I'm just, maybe it was a secret to protect him. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, except what I do is I lay out the reasons why people believe that. I lay that out for you. If you want to watch the whole interview, which I thought was pretty good, it's 1 hour and 7 minutes. It's called Miki Howard Talks Sobriety, Being Blackballed, Gerald Levert, Michael Jackson, Shaka Khan, and more. Okay? And I listened to the whole thing. I did listen to the whole thing. All right. So, if you want to know more about why I believe, why it's my opinion, based on lots of evidence that Brandon is Michael's biological child, go ahead and watch Alive 4. And there's a lot more stuff in Alive 4 as well. Okay, so I'm really excited. I am so excited about the radio show, A Prisoner of Fame radio show. Really, really excited about it. You know, I'm gonna, figure out how to hire actors and, stuff like that, and we'll put in sound effects, and I'll and if I do a visual form, a video form of it, I will add in, some visuals and stuff like that. But yeah, how about having it as a radio show, acted as a radio show where I have a real Foley and everything? That's so exciting. How long will it take? Because I work, Cecil works. So that's always the hardest part, is taking off work and doing these projects. And that's where the huge expense comes in. Because Cecil and I both work, and we make a decent amount of money per month. And if we take out 3 to 4 months, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that isn't coming in from our job, And that's a cost of production. That's like us paying ourselves. So that becomes a production cost, right? And but I'm really excited about that, because that's something that I think I can afford to do. So, yeah, a radio show, A Prisoner of Fame radio show. Yes, that sounds great. And then you guys can buy the audio version of it. Of course, I got to sell it because it costs me money to make, so I got to make the money back. But you guys know after all these projects that I've done, if I make any money from it, I put the money into the next project, right? So I'm always in debt because I keep making new projects after new projects after new projects after new projects. And so anyway, so I thought I'd just share that information, that good news with you guys. And I don't think anybody has asked me any questions here. Nice to see you guys. I'm still thinking about going through the will, and I think I understand why he did what he did in the will. And so maybe the next live, I'll try to go through the will with you and the will and the trust with you guys, and point out all the particulars and all the stuff that a lot of you guys have, that you guys haven't paid attention to. Okay. And so anyway, I think that's it. It's just a little short live. And I will talk to you guys later. Okay? Bye. Oh, don't forget to go to michaeljacksoninsider.com. Oh, Cecil is also working on True Talk, so we can put it on our Roku channel. So if you have the Roku device, you can watch Michael Jackson Insider. I have 3 documentaries on there. I have The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, which is about the 2005 trial that was produced in real time. Right at the courthouse, because I was credentialed media there. The first Alive is Michael Jackson Really Dead. And then also the short film, A Prisoner of Fame, is on the Roku channel. It's still there. I'm still keeping it on. And let's see what else. And so Alive 2, 3, and 4, and The Pseudocide, you guys got to buy those. And I hope you do buy them. Because that helps me be able to afford to take off work, so that Cecil and I to take off work so that we can produce another project. I know I was going to do a live 5, but I think I'm getting kind of more excited about a radio show, a Prisoner of Fame radio show, right? Straight audio, right? Oh my God, that sounds so like nostalgic and cool. All right. So, yeah. So, and go to our website, michaeljacksoninsider.com, for links to purchase the documentaries. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.